Nico, you're so underdressed! What are you, going to bed?
Nico, you f***ing hobo, what is wrong with you? You look like me!
You feeling alright?
Where's your tie?
There's a lot of laundry under my bed sheets.
It's clearly not on your body.
I command thee, launder!
We can only suspender the true intro to this video for so long.
Wow. I am unhappy, but you know what's gonna make me more happy? The fact we're talking about Digimon today. And you know what kind of Digimon? A Digimon Liberator. And you know what kind of a Digimon Liberator? Sand. Y'all like sand? But yeah, Digimon Liberator, as we said in the last episode, released 2 brand new lines in November of 2024. It's definitely not November by the time this video comes out, but we are talking about that second line that we skipped over last time. And this time, it's just a lot of sandy boys. Timothy Chalamet and Anakin Skywalker. Timothy would be very happy, and Anakin would be very, very unhappy.
Does he love the sand and dune?
He clearly doesn't hate it. He lives amongst it.
Yes, that's true.
I hate Nico.
Well, okay. What does that have to do with anything?
I live amongst him.
Oh, I was trying to connect me to sand some way, and it wasn't happening.
Because your sense of humor is very dry. We're gonna talk about Digimon now. I'm gonna show you all 4 forms of this line. The first form's from 2020, and the remaining 3 from November of 2024. And you're gonna guess their names, and then you're gonna guess their attacks, and it's gonna be a ton of fun. Everyone yell for sand! We're going into round 1, and here is our first form, who was introduced in 2020. Great year 2020 was. And here he is. It's a little sand. Laser.
I'm already into this.
Cute.
Look at him. Not bad.
So I'm assuming, Mitch, you've not seen this guy before.
I feel like I have, but I probably haven't.
That's fair. I'd only ever seen him on a trading card.
I see.
That I popped it in a booster pack, and I was like, that guy's sharp, and I threw him away.
You know what? It's because he looks kind of like. Well, actually, I don't know if I should say it. He might be the next one.
Well, all the new ones are completely new, so probably not.
Okay, he looks kind of like a Golemon. So
yes, that's
where I'm getting that
quiz.
from.
That was probably his original evolution path, but he's got a new one this time. Anyway, what is this guy's name? Is this Sandmon, Sunarizamon, Unchimon, or Sabakumon?
I'm gonna go with Sabakumon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Sunarizamon because damn, Sun got some riz.
Yikes.
No.
I couldn't even, like, I broke, like, as I finished it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even do it. I don't know why. I have no attachment to anything else, so.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Nico?
The way he's looking at me, he's like rizzing me up a little bit. I don't know.
Stop, please. Stop.
I
need you to stop.
I'm gonna send you to the Underdark.
Wow. Well, this thing's gonna send you to his DMs, apparently, according to Kyle.
Unchimon!
Cool.
I would feel really bad picking Sandmon.
I'm glad none of you picked Sandmon. Mitch didn't pick Sandmon, right?
No.
Sabakumon.
Sabakumon. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not Sandmon. I just threw a lazy one in there. The correct answer, one of you did pick it. It is Sunarizamon.
What can I say?
You want to know the etymology for it? It's going to make you hate it way
Sun
more.
Lizard?
Oh, no.
I should say, first of all, the fake names I came up with, Sabaku, according to Google Translate, was Japanese for desert. And Unchi, according to Google Translate, was Japanese for poo. So,
Cool. I picked the Shitmon.
yeah. I don't know. I've had granular ass drippings lately, and it just made me think of that.
I would prefer if you took that one out.
And yet again, Tyler has landed on a unique thing that's never been said before.
That's my brand.
Again, put it in the wiki as things Tyler has said that Google has never seen.
My body is an hourglass. I put grain in my mouth, and then I granularly shit it out at the bottom. Anyway,
Granular ass
the real
fruit.
name, sunarizamon, comes from a hybrid of the Japanese word for sand, which is suna, or suna. I don't know how to pronounce it. Correct me in the comments. And Rizardo, which is lizard. So it's sand lizard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
It's
I
cute.
mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
fair.
I don't really hate it that much. Like
Yeah,
the
it's-
name
it's not terrible.
part specifically. The way it looks is fine. I kind
I
of
love
like
its
it.
design.
Honestly,
The
Yeah,
name
I
is
kinda like it.
fine. It doesn't make me mad. I like the design a lot. It looks almost like it could have been something in like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's kind of like Monster
little-
Rancher vibes for me. A little
Yeah,
bit
honestly, yeah.
from the little bit I know about Monster Rancher. But
Getting
anyway.
Life is Strange vibes from this, actually.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I get.
Yeah.
it's an empath. I get you.
Well,
You got it.
on that note, we're gonna jump into his lore, and I'm gonna get you with a trading card. A lot of trading cards of this guy, and I just picked the one that it gave me on Wikimon. I didn't look for anything specific. But this is the one that was on Wikimon. There you go. He's got, there's a little flower under his foot, and he's about to crush it without mercy. What a dick.
I hate life.
Do you think he's
Yeah.
contemplating it?
I think
or
he
he's
already
trying not
has.
to?
I think he already has, and he's looking at it like,
Oh, yeah.
You might be right.
that-
Oh no.
That actually makes it like a lot more innocent. He stepped on it and went,
yeah, because it's kind of already flat.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it looks like someone's yelling at him that he stepped on a flower, and he's like looking back, and he's like, "What?"
Oh no!
But here's his lore. Tell you a little bit about this guy. He is a reptile Digimon that mainly acts in groups while camouflaging itself in desert areas. By controlling the amount of sand that makes up its body, it's able to expand and contract and transform its limbs and tail. It's difficult to detect once it is blended in with the desert, and it is not uncommon for one to think that there is quicksand, but it turns out to be hordes of sunarizamon.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
A little bit, especially because of how many spikes are on it. Like,
Yeah.
Could you just imagine like a fuck ton of these just rising up out of the sand at you, and it's just all spike?
Yeah, or if you
Ugh,
think it's
no.
quicksand and it's just rushing under your feet, that'd probably be like, that'd get your,
Painful.
yeah, I mean, you know, people pay good money for like foot massages, I guess, and you could just do
This-
that by
this
walking
is
in a
gonna-
desert. All those calluses getting cut right off, along with your entire
More than-
epidermis.
Yeah, I was like more than just your
well.
calluses, like the whole foot, actually.
Probably, maybe.
I
don't
also
know why-
think it's interesting. I just wanted to make mention in the art that you initially shared, all of the like rocky, craggy parts are dark brown, and then in the card art, it's showing off like the camouflaging because all
You're
of
right.
the spiky parts on its back are the same color as the sand.
You're absolutely right.
That's
So I
cool.
really
That's,
like
that's
Also-
just attention to detail.
And also
I
in
love
the
that.
card art, for some reason, I see the silhouette of Ash Ketchum in his eye because of the way that the shines are on his pupil.
That's specific, and I'm gonna move on because we have to talk about his attacks. He has 2 attacks, and I made up an attack. And if you tell me which attack I made up, you get a point. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
here are your. Don't worry about it.
he's right
We're
there.
moving on.
I don't see him.
Mitch is a crazy
there.
person. Mitch is
see-
insane, and we don't need
clear-
to humor him.
It's
I
clearly
would like
Gary
to
in
progress
this
with the quiz,
reflection.
please. Here are your attack options. Tell me which one I made up. We have Grit Nail, Gravel Spire, and Sand Blast. I heard your dog.
Is that Buttercup going nuts?
I think it was all of them, honestly. I couldn't
They're
really
all throwing out
discern.
their
They all
answers.
just,
They're all very invested in
Yeah.
this quiz.
yeah, and because they got so excited right after you said the word sandblast, I'll pick sandblast.
Okay. I respect that.
Gravel
my dogs.
Spire.
Okay.
I'm not feeling.
And Mitch.
I'm also going to take Gravel Spire because I don't want you to have made up Grit Nail.
That's very fair. I would never have come up with Grit Nail. And also, your dogs have led you astray, Kyle, because I did come up with Gravel Spire. So Nico and Mitch are both going to get a point for that.
What a pain.
Here's what the
Dogs
attacks
fail
do.
me yet again.
Yep.
I can't
Put
believe
them
this is how it
down.
feels.
They have disappointed you.
Oh no!
I won't be
Kidding.
doing that.
I love
Set
your
them
dogs.
on the floor.
Please don't hurt your dogs.
I thought Mitch and they were like, no, don't do that. Just set them on fire. Instead, it was set them on the floor.
Wow. This is going to dark places. Here's what Gritnail does.
It's
it transforms
your
its
fault.
forelimbs into being claw-shaped and scratches with them.
Very cool.
Needs more spikes? Sure.
Yeah. Sandblast has some fun wording choices. It shaves off the enemy's body with sand that it spits out aggressively.
Dude, all I imagine is that sequence where like Spider-Man pushes Sandman's face into like the train and like fucking like shreds it up.
Yeah. It's literally just like a sand belt. It's just,
It's just the videos that they showed you in like geology class when you were really young that were just like erosion over the years.
I was about I thought you were about to say like the videos they showed you in like shop class of what happens when you like don't use the belt properly, and it's just people like eviscerating the woman. Like, they did not show me those videos when I took shop class. It's,
Don't do this, and then they just put their whole hand on the blade.
Boy, I sure hope those actors
Usually
got
these
reimbursed.
have safeties. This one, however, is disabled.
Yeah, at me and Kyle's school, they had like a sacrifice every year of like the worst kid in class would get sacrificed to the belt sander. That's an
How are you
example
guys
of
still
what
here?
not to do.
How are you guys still here?
We're lucky enough to have not gotten picked.
Quite the worst in our classes, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was good at
second or third
acting,
from the
and
bottom.
they accepted that. As
Yeah. I was a straight C student, so they couldn't get me.
Good man.
We're going in
enough.
to round 2. So now all of these forms from now on were introduced in November of 2024.
Wow.
Starting with my favorite of the 3. So I guess it's all downhill after this. But here is the direct evolution of sunarizamon, however you're supposed to pronounce that. Here he is. Oh my god, he melted.
Oh, that's really funny.
It's really
What
good.
an interesting change.
Yeah, I love it so much. You don't understand.
It
I'm so happy that they gave it a separate sand puddle for its tail.
yeah.
is it remind like this specific evolution, like it blending more into the ground feels like the Palosand evolutions.
I can definitely see that. It's like if Palosand was a lizard instead of a castle.
I feel like they started making it and they were like, fuck, we made Tyrannomon again. Just get rid of the body.
They started erasing it, but they accidentally put on the smear tool, and then they were like, wait, this is it.
Like somebody did it, and then like the guy behind him like grabbed him by the shoulders, like, don't hit the undo button. It has to stay.
Well, what did they decide to name this guy after they made him in the apparently greatest way possible? Is this Landramon, Droughtmon, Siltdramon, or Minoramon?
Oh, I want Siltdramon.
Okay.
I think
That's
that's
what I
probably
want.
the strongest name.
It certainly is. The other ones kind of blow.
Okay.
I'll just be honest with you. I don't know. I look at this doofy looking fucking pile of sand with a lizard on it, and I don't think Droughtmon.
I'm going the opposite direction that I did on the last one. I'm full sending Landramon.
Okay.
I just got a mental image of someone having only the names accessible to them, and they were like, oh man, yeah, I want Minervamon. She's super cool and powerful. Beep.
That would be really fucking funny.
So I'll pick Mineramon.
And that's probably why they didn't name it Minoramon. It's also not Siltdramon.
Fuck off.
It's also not Droughtmon. Nico gets another point because it's Landramon.
Okay.
I
A
mean,
Dramon
okay.
made of land.
I guess.
Sand specifically.
Yeah.
Sandramon might have been more appropriate, but it's still land, so
yeah.
you can't hate it too much, you know?
I'm
It
now-
certainly
I'm-
is land.
I'm realizing now that my anger in these episodes I feel like more often comes from the naming conventions of Digimon than the actual like designs. Like some of them are at least cool, but then I see the
No.
name and I'm like, that doesn't fit this at all.
I mean, the designs are fine, and we've just been inundated to the point where we no longer get mad about Impmon's line turning in the way it does. But like,
Yeah,
the
becoming
names
cool
are
at the
still
end.
psychotic.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think Landramon is a lot stronger than any of my fake options in that scenario.
like Droughtmon.
But, okay. That's
So
I'll
I
let
think-
Bandai Namco know.
I think Landramon's definitely like the second strongest name on the list. I still prefer
agree.
Siltdramon.
Same.
Okay,
You
write
you
up
let them know?
Bandai and let them know.
No.
Hey,
You-
you fucked
do
up.
that for
Change
me?
it. I won't do it, but you can do it yourself.
Oh.
Dear Bandai.
I'll give you Mr. Bandai's number. So here's his card art, and it's wild and not at all what I was expecting, and it makes me love him even more. Here's his fucking card. Holy shit.
It's
so
dynamic.
So good.
It's
And,
like
that's
his
so
not
good.
finger claws are like extending out, like he's expanding them. It's so
That's
cool,
awesome.
man.
So good.
Here's his 2 paragraphs of lore for you to listen to while you look at that cool art. He's a mineral Digimon whose configuration data is made up mostly of sand. It claims the desert as its territory, moving around by blending into the sand in search of food. It bands together with herds of sunarizamon to brace itself against invading enemies. It lets out a low-pitched moan-like cry and gives instructions to the sunarizamon via vibrations transmitted through the sand. Dude, am I right? You remember you remember that's Timothy Chalamet. He loves the sand vibrations, man. Worms. And it's he also has the nature of the leader of the pack. End of paragraph 1. As it fights by controlling the sand comprising its body, it despises moisture, and its strength is heavily influenced by the terrain. Now, Timothy Chalamet might not love that because moisture is a very important part of the Duneverse, and moisture is like, he fucking loves moisture, dude. Dude, they're moist. It exhibits unparalleled strength in the sand, and is feared as a hunter that manipulates quicksand to hunt its prey.
I
If
like how
Timothy
you
Chalamet was a Digimon, is a Digidestined, this would be his partner Digimon. I'm just gonna
I
throw
like
it out
that
there
you
right now.
added in like 7 extra lines of truncated, unrelated Dune lore.
I don't know if me just saying Dune in a stutter counts as Dune lore, but okay.
It does to me.
Those 7 lines, like the first 4 of them were just.
All I gleaned from that is Sandworm go,
Yeah.
So I
God.
heard the low moan, and at first I was thinking something like that, and then I thought like, oh wait, you could do the.
Oh god.
I mean, you would certainly feel the vibrations.
I'll vibrate you
Nope.
with 3 attacks, one of
okay.
which is fake, and you need to tell me which one it is to get a point. And if you don't, my camera will break. I guess. Cool.
It's predicting the future.
I guess so. Everyone's gonna get it wrong or right. I already forgot what I said. What would happen if my camera broke? Here are your options. Tell me the fake option. We have Sandoflage, Ground Spike, and Desert Abyss.
Surely not all of those vibrate things.
Just wait until you hear the descriptions.
So you made up Sandoflage.
Did I?
Yeah, you made up Sandoflage.
Kyle, are you gonna conform?
I was like so prepared to say it, but then they both said it so confidently, which makes me think certainly that can't be it. I'll pick Desert Abyss.
I'm
just-
glad that you
I just want to
pivoted.
say that I like Ground Spike. If you, that isn't what you took for Gravel Spire, or no, wait. Oh, Gravel Spire was fake. Yeah, if you didn't take Ground Spike as inspiration for Gravel Spire, I will
Believe it or
be
not, I
very
didn't because
thrown.
I did not look at this thing's attacks when I was making the fake attacks for the previous form. I do them like one at a time.
Incredible coincidence.
Just worked out that it was a very cool coincidence.
Wow.
Ground Spike is real, and so is Desert Abyss. Sandoflage is definitely the one I came up with. I knew you guys would sniff it out immediately, but I could not help myself. So
Yeah.
Mission Nico,
Damn.
each getting a point. Kyle, you talked yourself out of it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I was fully prepared to pick it, and I was like, well, I don't want to be them again.
That's fair.
I
I
don't
don't want to
want
be like them either, even if points were on the line. Here's what these attacks do, though. Do you guys want to guess what Ground Spike does?
Yeah, spikes the nails that come out of the ground and they spike people.
No,
That's the
he
exact
clearly spikes them into the ground.
He just it's a sunarizamon just tossing one up and he's just
It's the rare occasion where you see Landramon airborne.
Yeah, and he's got legs for days.
just comes out like LeBron. Just
Yeah.
Chest forward.
Wow. Ground Spike actually extends its retractable claws from beneath the ground and stabs the opponent, much like he's doing in his card.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I called
that.
it.
So he has like the extendo fingers from like that one anime character. You know the one.
It's that
Inspector Gadget.
Yup, that's the one. And Desert Abyss produces a huge amount of quicksand and drags the opponent underground. Scary.
Nice.
Sand burial.
That sounds like an Indiana Jones enemy. We're going to go into round 3, and we're going to hard pivot here. This is probably the first line of the new, like, brand new Digimon lines of 2024 that just, like, it's not cohesive. Like, it sort of is, but it's not, and you'll see what I mean. Here it is. That's what it turns into.
My Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's a kaiju now.
Wait, this is the direct line from Landramon.
Yes, direct line. This was all made to be a cohesive line as well.
There is full cohesiveness, but it's not in the sand.
No, he's got red spikes and is reptilian.
What's the
Round?
the Yu-Gi-Oh card, like Labyrinth Tank?
Sure, I know what you're talking about.
He's suddenly a couple of things, and one of those is no longer sand.
Yeah, no. Oh, I do recognize that card,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I remember you giving that to me.
Neat. Yeah, I remember that from my childhood. Vaguely. I don't know how that drill would work with other drills on it. That's kind of fucking stupid. It looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog enemy. Anyway, what's the name of the turtle thing that we're looking at right now? Is it Protostegamon, Archilomon, Unotomon, or Proganomon? I don't know how to pronounce any of these, even the fake ones, so fucking have fun.
I desperately don't want it to be Protostegamon. I'm choosing
Why?
Proganomon. I
Okay.
don't, because none of it says Protostegamon to me. That sounds like a Stegosaurus, and this thing is a fucking turtle.
Yeah,
You're
I was
so
gonna say
right.
that I'm picking Protostegamon because it's not a Stegosaurus.
Fair.
You know what? I'm not gonna back off either. I was gonna do the same thing. So yes, I'm also being Protostegamon because certainly that's not what I'm looking at.
That's fair.
Even though surely the root for Stega is not the same as Stego, but I'm sticking to it.
I will
Don't
say
care.
all of the fake names I ripped off of names of ancient prehistoric turtles. So these are all turtles, including Protostegamon. The correct answer, though, is Proganomon. Progenomon, whatever the fuck that is.
Oregano.
Which is it comes from Proganocales, a genus of extinct primitive stem turtle.
Progresso?
Okay.
Yeah, progressive insurance turtle.
No.
You can
Progresso
bundle and
Italian
save
wedding
with him.
soup.
I was gonna say I believe he was referring to the delicious soup.
Yes, Progresso
There's
Italian
no such
turtle
thing as a
soup.
delicious soup.
Turtle soup.
Although his name
What?
does sound vaguely Italian, and Italians do make soup, I think. So
The hell you got
Proganomon.
against soup, big man?
it's just a drink that's lying about being a food.
No.
We hate broth. We hate broth.
Brother is
Rise
just
up in the
drinking chicken
comments.
broth straight from the carton and calling it soup.
Yeah.
I
Don't
hate
get me wrong.
broth. I hate broth.
Don't get me wrong. I regularly drink gravy out of a thermos on like a daily basis, but I draw the line at broth. That shit is not real, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Water, broth, gravy. But gravy's here and the line's up here for broth. Like, you have your, like, the line isn't where it should be, Tyler.
I'm just like,
As long as I'm
glancing
staying
at my-
hydrated, does it really matter?
My empty bowl of ramen. Like, what the fuck? What does Tyler think I did?
A crime. Here's a card for the Italian extinct turtle man.
Whoa.
He's shooting tornadoes out of his hands. That's pretty cool, huh?
Whoa.
I thought he's still in the desert.
Why would he have left?
Is his whole hand spinning? Is that what's happening?
Unclear.
Why is there an
looks like it
eye
could.
in the middle of his hand?
To make tornadoes. I guess.
My
Because
fucking
it's
know if you
the
stare-
eye of the tornado. Get it?
Give us the options.
I almost just vomited. Here's 2 paragraphs of lore. A mineral Digimon with a turtle-like appearance that primarily inhabits desert regions. It uses its drills and excavators to break through bedrock and move underground, but each time it does so, it triggers earthquakes, causing hollows in the ground and the ground to collapse. At night, it retracts its hind legs into its shell and travels long distances by expelling the sand and gravel stored in its body in search of a safe place to sleep.
It poops to move.
Yeah.
Okay, so
poop to move.
it became harder and more solid because it's behaving more around bedrock level, and it creates sandy areas by digging.
How interesting.
Exactly like my cock. Most of its shell, which makes up more than half of the volume of its body, is comprised of mineral data. So whenever a Progenomon gets erased, only its shell remains like a fossil. What are you guys laughing about? Sand-dwelling Digimon sometimes take up residence in the left-behind shell. Some fun trivia.
What the fuck?
I like how none of Kyle's
Kyle,
audio
your audio is
I
gone.
can't tell what he's saying.
Tyler talking about lore erases Kyle's voice
I
temporarily.
guess.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
Is it
I can
okay?
hear you now. It must have just been Discord fucking up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, just you be like, just like my penis. The shell takes up more than half of its body. And then other Digimon take shelter in its shell. Damn. That's a wild one you got there, my man.
Take refuge in my foreskin. So
Yeah, that's where I sleep whenever I stay the night.
yeah, it's like a nice little like teepee, you know. It's
Put
like
it
a
on the
wiki. Yeah, not only am I not circumcised, but I have a
TP like
storage unit for foreskin.
Haha, my uncircumcised friend forgot his sleeping bag on our camping trip. Oh
Not
no, what is he
only-
doing?
This went a weird direction, and I apologize. This guy has 2 attacks, much like my penis. Tell me which one I made up. We have, and also, by the way, the fake one is the attack that my penis actually does. So they are all technically real. We have Drill Emission, Seismic Punisher, and Tricone Bit Demolisher.
I want the one to be tricone.
Being that you said it's what your penis does, I'm saying seismic punisher.
Well, you are familiar with it, I suppose.
I certainly am.
Me too. I'll pick Drill Emission.
I'm. You know what? I'm gonna give you the most credit I've ever given you, and I'm gonna pick Tricone Bit Demolisher.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I thank you, and I reciprocate respect toward your penis as well, but my penis does not Tricone Bit Demolish. This bit's awful, and I apologize, and I hope not everyone clicked out of the video. The correct answer is Seismic Punisher. Who picked that one?
That was me.
All right, more points for Nico. You are killing it today.
Apparently the tie holds me back.
I guess. It's really like your restrictor collar. You're like
You
Brody with
win
the
a lot
tiara.
anyways with it, so like you can put it back on.
Not in Digimon, man.
If my math is correct, and it might not be because today has been chaos, I have Nico with 5 points right now,
I haven't missed one yet.
and Mitch with 2, and Kyle with 1.
Sounds right.
That's what I have. Yeah, that's all I've been paying attention
Yeah, I
to.
believe you. You look like you've been keeping track. What does Drill Emission do?
I didn't. I was like, I literally prepped to
Or no,
keep
I missed
track,
one.
and I was just like, I don't have to. I just don't get them.
That's my bad. I did miss the first question, but every other question I've gotten.
Very fair. That is true. If math holds up. Drill emission fires the drills on its shell like missiles. Wow. Shocking.
Oh, cool.
Is that a milkshake? God damn it! Now
He's
I
had
want
it
a
this
milkshake.
whole time.
I've been drinking
But
it
it's
this whole
10:30 at
time.
night and Arby's is closed. Fuck.
It's a good milkshake. Thanks, Arby's.
Yeah, Arby's makes good milkshakes and nothing else good.
No.
Tricone Bit
The Rubens are
Demolisher
good.
uses its rapidly spinning claws to pulverize the opponent along with their armor. So I guess the tornadoes are him just grinding up Digimon.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they're just
And their
spinning so
armor.
fast that the pinkish purple drills are smear framing.
And
Yeah, if there's
Seismic
any
Punisher
tornado.
is when I throw. I'll bleep that out. It's okay. Which part? We're going into round 4. We're getting to the end of this brand new Digimon line. The sand doesn't stop.
Yay.
He just keeps getting sandier. The sand's actually back this time.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Possibly
Okay.
in its most in its highest quantity so far, I guess. Because this man is
just a
just a
pile
fucking
of
cloud of
sand.
sand, baby. Look at him.
my
God.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
just
Yu-Gi-Oh
Exodia.
monster and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the memes all
My
over the
God.
internet of just this thing next to Exodia.
Yeah.
I prefer it in some ways. Not in other ways, but in some ways.
It's a lot of triangles and
It is.
cloud.
Yeah, it's
Triangles
cool.
are the most powerful shape.
It's like if a pharaoh hit a sick vape.
I like it less.
Good. Here are your name options for the final form of this just so dirty, sandy line of Digimon. We have Hieroglyphimon, Obelamon, Pyramidimon, and Canopymon.
Specifically Pyramidimon.
Yes, they all end in I.
Yeah. Pyramidimon because he's a musician. He uses MIDI.
Wow, good one. Anybody else gonna hop on that with Nico?
Please don't.
I've never been less confident to hop on that with Nico.
So I lost steam real hard.
I want to put the into a MIDI converter.
Oh God. Just sample it and put it on the keyboard.
Answers from anybody else?
I just can't figure out the Canopymon.
That's why I'm choosing Canopymon, because I've got no fucking clue why it would be
I
Canopymon.
thought you just said you were picking Pyramidimon.
It's a bit.
No,
Oh,
I was just saying
okay.
that. No, I'm picking Canopymon.
Fuck me. Okay, Canopymon.
Okay.
As the Yu-Gi-Oh guy on the channel, I'll take the bait with Obelamon.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone has answered.
No.
I believe. Kyle, you're not going with I thought Kyle said he was going with Canopymon.
I all I said was I just can't figure out how it could be Canopymon.
I'm sorry.
And then
Yeah.
Nico, and
It's
that's why
late.
I'm gonna pick
It's
it.
been a very long day. I apologize.
It's not the right answer, but I'll pick Hieroglyphimon.
You're right. It's not the correct answer, and neither is Obelamon, and neither is Canopymon. It's Pyramidimon, and Nico
That's
should have gone with it.
Yeah. It's a little
That
sad.
comes from all of the names. I literally just googled like Egyptian terminology and used ones that ended in I to a certain extent. I don't remember what the full word for canopy was, or if it ended at that. I didn't write it down for some reason, so I apologize. I can't find it
Interesting.
now. Egyptian stands. Tell me
Rise
what
up.
I came up with in the comments below.
Rise up
But,
just as Pyramidimon rises from the upside down pyramid.
But pyramidi, it is not from the word pyramid. It is from the word pyramidion, the capstone of an Egyptian pyramid or the upper section of an obelisk.
Oh.
So,
Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. I like that it's specifically highlighted that section of all the pyramids on its body.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
I
all
like
about
that
that
it's-
tip.
Like
Okay.
it's Pyramidimon.
Pyramidimon. I do like that they matched the like color schemes of the pyramids to the color scheme of his claws.
Yeah,
And
that
I
is
don't
actually good.
I don't like the other two pyramids on his shoulders, But if you're gonna have pyramids, you gotta at least have 3 for the 3 Great Pyramids.
It's true. You got that right. We have 2.
There's also.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nico.
No, there's just a lot of other little pyramids on the base of the big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that they're smaller pyramids. There's 2 card arts for this guy. He has a secret rare variant. So first off, I'll show you the normal card. It's quite good.
Wow.
Oh,
I like it a lot.
there's a lot happening.
And you can see like the walls and stairs going up to his pelvis.
Shadow the Colossus looking at us.
Yeah.
He will give you the seismic punisher.
He's such a cool design. The more angles you see him from, he's very epic and cool. And here's his secret rare variant, which is also super fucking cool.
My God.
That is epic with
How big is
all
he?
of the actual force behind that word.
Yeah.
And his pyramid claws are spinning like drills, much like the turtle form. So
yeah, and like the fucking like wind effect coming off of it, like a little distorted too. Like wow, there's a lot of cool.
The
detail.
backlighting is crazy.
yeah, that's just some good ass art, man. I love it a lot. Digimon card game never misses with the art, except when it does, but most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm always a sucker for like gaseous entities or energy forms that are being
Hear that, gaseous entities? You got a shot.
We were just talking about, I don't know if, was it on the live stream that we talked about the fact that you hate elves because they look too sanitized or whatever. So of course you like gaseous things because man, nothing less sanitized than gas.
I was gonna bring up that Gengar is the least favorite of you. Is your least favorite of the Ghastly line?
I guess more specifically, I should say formless beings that are being shaped and contained by solid objects.
My boy.
Do you hear that? Formless
gyms.
beings being contained by an object. You got a shot.
Like when Mitch has his pony in a jar, that does nothing for him. But when he fills that with another form of matter, then it really takes shape.
I don't think that's what I said.
Literally.
No, that was word for word exactly what you
Word
said.
for word.
No,
I don't think those are the words out of my mouth. None of
This
those are
should
in
be
the
our
Bible
first
that I wrote.
video with captions, and we should
I'm gonna read that book.
I'm gonna read his lore now. Speaking of captions, caption this. Losers. A Digimon with an enormous figure that some Digimon evolve into by taking in data from ancient ruins scattered throughout the digital world. Its body is compromised of sand data, and because it is constantly surrounded by a sandstorm, it keeps ordinary Digimon at bay. Like Michael Bay. As a result of absorbing ruins and the ancient data stored within them, it possesses extremely high intelligence, unlike me, and the power to hold its own, unlike me, even when facing large enemies. Unlike me. Since it consumes a lot of energy when active, it often sleeps camouflaging itself as a pyramid. Similar to me. Even if it suffers heavy damage, it can instantly regenerate by taking its sand from its surroundings, so it's difficult to stop Pyramidimon in its tracks unless one attacks its Digicore directly.
Oh,
Similar to me.
Hands off my fucking Digicore.
babe, not my Digicore.
Where do you want me to
Digicore stays
splooge?
on.
Anywhere but my Digicore.
A man's Digicore is located in his prostate.
Wow. This is like a really bad episode, and I apologize for anyone who actually likes this Digimon line. You're not getting quality content.
No,
Just like it's
we're all very tired.
A lot of penis, prostate, Timothy Chalamet references in this.
You know the classic
bad.
Dune references.
I will ask
Penises
that
and
somebody. I will
Timmy
ask that
Chalamet.
somebody quote that on the wiki. Just. It's all a lot of penis, prostate, Timothy Chalamet.
The classic penis, prostate combo.
Just
knocks him dead
put
every
that
time.
as our description on YouTube. So it's a lot of penis, prostate, Timothy Chalamet.
I don't know if that one would be able to be our description without getting taken down.
Yeah.
Attacks. He has 3 of them because he's a big boy. And I made up 1 fake attack. The current score is Nico 5, Mitch 2, Kyle 1. Nico is 1. But try anyway. Here are your options. We have Claw Nightmare, Apesh Punishment, Curse Casman, and Howrun Aegis.
You used Wikipedia a lot for this, didn't you?
No. Makes you say that.
No. ChatGPT.
Curse Comson. That's what I'm gonna pick.
Okay.
Fuck, I gotta come up with something else.
Aegis.
Okay.
Fuck, I gotta come up with something else.
I have great news for you. You have 2 left. Or
I'm also going to pick Apesh Punishment.
and then I'm also going to pick. Now what will you do?
Let's box this bitch out.
I'm gonna pick Claw Nightmare because the other 3 just add to his grandeur.
That's fair. In reality, Claw Nightmare also adds to his grandeur because I used the English translated versions of the attacks, which were all in Egyptian, so I wasn't going to use the real ones. So that's a thing. But they also all included Egyptian deities, which is why the fake answer is Howrun Aegis, because I Googled Egyptian deities, and he was an Egyptian god of protection or something. So Nico gets an extra point, I guess, if that's the answer he ended up sticking with.
It is.
So
Yeah, it is.
really solidifies his victory there. Claw Nightmare. Also, if you want to know what the actual names are, I didn't put them on my notes because I'm not going to attempt to pronounce Egyptian ass names. Sorry.
Somewhat valid.
Look them up on your own. Claw Nightmare spins its pyramid-shaped fingers and pulverizes the enemy. I would say if they're full pyramid size, probably does more than pulverize them. If a drill the size of a skyscraper landed on your body, I think the spinning would be unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't know if nightmare is an intense enough word for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd try it once.
Apesh Punishment smashes the enemy overhead with the pyramids on his shoulders. So that's also fun.
Wait, overhead with its shoulders?
Yeah, so if you, a regular sized person, were standing there, he would smash you specifically over your head.
Wow.
With a pyramid.
To do that attack, he's got to go like...
I think he's ripping them off and then smashing you with them, I would assume. Or he's just, and then like, you know, doing that ish. Curse Castman unleashes a sandstorm from the eye on its chest, which erodes everything. So that's cool too.
We're back to geology class. Welcome back to geoscience.
Not my bottle cap collection. Wait.
So there you go. That's the sandy ass line from Digimon Liberator. It came out, I guess last year by the time this video comes out.
I quite liked all of them.
Yeah, they were pretty rad.
It's all right.
My man's too good for sand, I guess. I want to see Timothy Chalamet cosplaying as the sand pile. Someone take him into Photoshop, give him like a really, really high noise grain filter, and then just smear the shit out of his body and send it to us on Twitter, please. I want to see Timothy Chalamet Landramon.
Lisan Al Gaibman.
There we go. I really want to go to bed.